you've been watching this show, you know that we are extremely high on what Notre Dame's offense is going to look like here in 2025. But a massive part of that is the weapons. And a massive part of the weapons for me is Jaden Greathouse. Y'all, I'm telling you, by the end of the college football season, Jaden Greathouse will be a national name. Better way to say it, Jaden Greathouse will be a great household name, if you will. Peep the lower third by our guy Cato just cooking up over there. Appreciate y'all being dialed in. Make sure you are subscribed. If you're a Notre Dame fan, there's a lot of y'all that watch the show and you want to see more Notre Dame content, go ahead and subscribe. It lets us know you want more Irish content, so we give that to you based on supply and demand. The best way to curate that demand is by subscribing, so thank you for that. So if you didn't think Jaden Greathouse was a big dog kind of receiver, then you didn't think that after you watched the Penn State game and the Ohio State game. In the biggest spots of Notre Dame's season, Dew went off. Over 100 yards in both games. I mean, I think the DB from Penn State is still trying to collect his ankles after that touchdown in the Orange Bowl. Dew's different now. I really believe that. I think you saw a peak of it last year, just a little bit at the end of the season. But I think in 2025, the way that Notre Dame's going to attack a little bit more through the air is going to cater to his skill set. Not to knock Riley Leonard, but I mean, his game wasn't really a vertical kind of passing game. Like last year, his best game was in the national title game and threw for over 250, but like had 0 games of 300 yards passing. Assuming now that CJ Carr is going to be your guy, he is much more in that mold of a downfield passing attack that Mike Denbrock, quite frankly, given his track record, wants to try to run offensively. So the best way to put this is the restaurant has the same management, they're just changing menus. Okay, now the ingredient that Jaden Greathouse is caters more to this new menu. Like if you're a barbecue joint and you got some pasta, I mean, pasta really only fits in one dish, mac and cheese, right? So it gets its shine, it gets its burn, but it's not really so much in the conversation. Notre Dame is now going to be serving some Italian food. Okay, Jaden Greathouse does the pasta. We're going to see a lot of him. We're going to see him in a lot of different dishes, a lot of different formations, a lot of different uses. And how they use him as well, I think, is going to be a massive part as to why I think he's going to have a lot more success and be a lot more nationally known. Dude is a 6'1", 210-pound slot receiver. If you go watch his highlights, I mean, the majority of them come from the slot where he gets matched up on a nickel or a safety or, I mean, if a team was dumb enough to put a linebacker on a linebacker, and he's cooking every single time. He's great in space, finds a soft spot in the zone. He is a matchup problem when he's in the slot. Now, last year, he played some in the slot, but really they moved him all around. From what I can gather, they're going to try to major in him being a slot receiver. They're able to do that because of what they have around him. Now, that's a big reason why I'm also excited about him in 2025. You got Malachi Fields. You got Pauling from Wisconsin. There's a lot more around this Notre Dame offense that can play the more true boundary and field out wide receivers to where you don't have to ask Jaden Greathouse to play out of position. You just allow him to get his matchups, find his spot in the zone, challenge vertically when it's one-on-one, and you have a quarterback that can consistently deliver him the football, which fires me up. So the bottom line here is, going back to what we said at the top of this whole thing, Jaden Greathouse and his emergence, CJ Carr and the way he fits in this offense, speaking to how Notre Dame's going to look offensively, you feel different waking up on a Saturday morning when you turn on College Game Day and you watch Kirk Herbstreit and the boys talking ball. You feel very different about the kind of game that you can win. Notre Dame, they were really good offensively last year. Look at the points per game margin, but they weren't explosive so much through the air. They were good enough. They majored in running the football. Like, I haven't even talked about the impact that Jeremiah Love is going to have on this offense in this equation for what it means for Jaden Greathouse. So to tie this whole thing together, the explosiveness of Notre Dame is going to be, I think, spearheaded by Jaden Greathouse, and the success of Notre Dame is going to, I think, help shine a light on the kind of player he is. Nationally, college football fans will know who Jaden Greathouse is by the end of the year. Go ahead and book that. Hey, appreciate y'all being locked in. Appreciate y'all being subscribed to the channel. A lot more content coming your way. A lot more Notre Dame content when you subscribe from this video. All right? Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. For Cato on the ones and twos with that sweet lower third you saw earlier. We're going to keep this party rolling. We will see y'all next time.